rage like real. I ain't taking L's in Madden all year.
Yo. What's good, YouTube? It's Rage Rail. So in today's video, I want to show you guys how to counter this meta setup in Madden 23. So if you enjoy this video, go and drop a like on the video right now. Go ahead and sub and turn those post notifications on. So first and foremost, CFL. So at this time, I actually had a surge of people joining the CFL. So we only probably have about maybe 5 or 6 spots left in the CFL. So if you're interested in joining in the PS4 current gen CFL, make sure you go to my website, allthingsmadden.com. You want to go to the All Things Madden tab, and you want to go down to CFL, and you want to join in a free CFL to get the Discord link. Now, pay attention. When you get the Discord link, you want to check the pinned messages, and you'll see the Discord link to join. So there is another Discord where we set up all the CFL settings. So make sure you join up if you're interested. So anyways, also I do have ebooks on my website as well. So if you want ebooks, make sure you check them out. I got about 13, 14 different ebooks that's on there, and it's only $15 per ebook. So make sure you do go ahead and check that out. Now, moving forward this video, now what we're in is going to be the single back trips, and this formation is perfect against this meta defense. This offense is actually really crazy. So we're in the Washington Redskins offensive playbook. Again, we're not Redskins, Jesus Christ, listen to me talk. Washington football, right? Yeah, we're in Washington's playbook, all right? No, the Commanders. They're Commanders now. Y'all don't mind me, all right? They keep changing their team names every year, but we're in the Washington Commanders offensive playbook. So we're in the Washington's offense, all right? So anyways, as far as personnel goes, you really want to just have whoever your best route runner is. I do like him in this spot right here. Actually, don't even have to be your best. This is just your number 2 receiver. I do like my number 1 being right here, or it alternates, honestly. And you'll see as the offense goes along, like we really use every single receiver spot in this offense. So personnel isn't too important with this. But one thing I want to talk about before we move forward is the blitz. So I'm actually in the Packers defensive playbook, and I'm actually going to do a whole video dedicated to this little blitz. It's in quarter 137, and it's been kind of taking the current gen by storm. I don't know about next gen, but I just know about current gen. I just know that this blitz is extremely popular right now. I don't know who to give credit to for it. Honestly, I have no idea, and I don't even know how to do the setup myself. But I kind of want to go in practice mode, play around with it, because I watched somebody do it on me, and you're gonna watch my opponent. He lined up in his defense the entire game, so that was my first time, seeing it. I just heard about it, but I never played against it until I loaded up today. So, well, not today, but you guys are watching this video a little bit after I made this. So, anyways, it's gonna be this dime. This DB strike 1, so that's the defense. And for offense, this offense is just crazy because there's a lot of great run plays. So I mean, you got a normal stretch. Halfback power is pretty good. I love the halfback dive. It's just a simple dive, of course, but it's really good. And actually, this halfback zone week is a sleeper run. It actually is really good against this defense, and I'm gonna put that in there to showcase because you probably don't know what that one's like. And this offense is crazy, so I want to use wide receiver option as a showcase style play. So what we're gonna do is we're going to back the ball up, and you want to run this with your 3 receivers to the wide side of the field. So first and foremost, I want to show you this run play because it's a really, really nice run play versus this. Now, I don't want to go over the setup or anything. I don't want to go over the setup just yet, okay? So I just want to kind of just do a base to where this is pretty much what you'll see right here when you use this formation. So I'm gonna put I'm gonna put my cursor over here on this cornerback, so that way you guys you can see the run animations. That way, the blocking won't get messed up, excuse me. So I like to either ID this guy or ID wherever the user is. Normally he's either gonna use this safety or this guy right here. So we'll ID him, and if they have a star D tackle, I do love to double team that D tackle. So this is how I would personally do it. And I didn't even have control over my guy, but I'm gonna run it for you one more time, but I tried to go left, but I didn't have any control over him. So anyways, I want to show you guys just what you expect. So what we're gonna do is go back to halfback zone. We're gonna ID this guy right here, and then anyways, the cutback lane is normally there, but it's a cycle of run plays that you can run. But I'm on all Madden practice mode, so all Madden practice mode is gonna act a little just wonky, so don't mind that. I'm just gonna run this pass play so you guys can see what I'm talking about. So for the pass play, what I love to do is take X, put them on a streak. Now, if they're running this blitz at you, you can block your running back, okay? And what I'll do here is I'll take triangle. I like to put them on a slant, and I'll take circle, put him on a drag, and then I'm actually going to take triangle and I'm gonna motion him across. So there's different variations I love to display, but this is probably my favorite one, simply because we're gonna have a lot to read right here. Now I may not have time because of all Madden practice mode, but I love that read right there. Now in game it might not get open as well, and if you watch the gameplay you're gonna see different setups I love versus man coverage with this particular play, because there's a lot of variations I like, a lot of different plays, but this is by far one of my favorite setups. So this is good because no matter what, we're going to be able to pick up this blitz that they're going to do, at least long enough to be able to make a read. So why I love this is because a lot of times the user, he's going to be somewhere up in here. So he's either going to take this slant or he's going to take this drag. Most of the time they're going to run with the slant, and they're going to bank on the fact that you don't have enough time to hit this drag. But if you have time, you might not always have time. When I ran this in game, I didn't have enough time. But this route right here will actually beat man coverage, especially if you have a decent route runner, and it's going to give you like a speed cut inside, and you're going to be able to pass lead that to the inside. So I actually want to give you guys one more play before we cut into gameplay, and this is my second thing I love to run versus all-out blitz man coverage. And if you guys are interested in eBooks at all, if this formation seems like something you would really like, then be sure to request this formation on my website, allthingsmadden.com. The link is in the description. So this, I don't know, this formation actually, I really might like this formation honestly from what I've seen. It just plays really, really well. So what I'm gonna do, and again, I'm not setting up the blitz to come in, so don't, you know, I just want you to know I'm not setting up the blitz. I just wanted to get to look out here so you can see, you know, what it's like. So if you want, this is actually a really good three-man route play. So all you want to do is take square. You want a smart route, squares route. You want to take triangle, put them on the in route. Smart route is in route, and this is good to call when they don't have a safety. So what we're gonna do is take this guy, put him in the mid read, and I'm gonna spy Kenny Clark just so I can have a tiny bit of time in the pocket. And you want to take this guy and motion him across. So I love this play because what we're going to do is look at square and we're going to look at circle. So square, if you smart route that route, you're going to have that dot every single time. The only way that doesn't get open is if that guy, your receiver, is just that bad of a route runner. Because if you take a look, it's actually a decent matchup. It's I believe that's Douglas. Yeah, that's Douglas, who's actually a decent corner, versus Elijah Moore, who's a decent receiver. So you can tell we just get a nice separation, and it's not always gonna be that good separation, but your opponent is never going to expect you to throw that quick post, because normally they're going to be trying to use either this route right here, or they're going to be trying to use this crosser route that is designed to beat man coverage. So we have a nice three-way read. User can't cover all three of those, so we just need time to just make a read accordingly. So man, I really love this offense though. But actually, as of right now, I want to go ahead and dive right into this gameplay. Alright, so right here you can kind of tell we're doing our personnel, and this was actually a really fun game though. I really enjoyed this game. I thought about actually making a video of just showing you guys full game from offense to defense, and me just kind of going over my read progressions and stuff like that, but I decided just to do it this way, where I'm only going to show you offense. So right here we're going to start off with the power O, and at this point I'm just trying to test and see what, you know, what works versus this defense and what doesn't as far as run plays. So me personally, I don't like to just sit there and run the ball every play, but this is a great offense to go ahead and run the ball every play. And like I said, maybe next video or the video after that, I'm actually going to actually break down this defense and just kind of show you how I believe it's ran, or by the time I make the video, I'll already know how it's ran. So if you guys, want to help me out and you know the setup, it would be great if you could drop it and I can make a video and I can add my own coverages I would like to do with it, because I believe to run defense, you want to run different coverage shells while utilizing the same type of setup. So basically what I'm saying is, don't just sit in man coverage and run it just because it's good. You want to mix it up as much as you can, and that's kind of what I'll make the video on, because this defense is really glitchy though. But right there we're going to find a nice dot and we're going to go right up the field. So at this point, I can tell he is just dedicated to running this DB strike one, and at this point now he's showing me the same setup, showing me the same look. So now I'm really wanting to test out and see what he's doing, what's the weakness. So like I said, this is the wide receiver option play, and as I was telling you guys, there's so many different setups that I like with this offense. That's why I said if you want an ebook, basically my ebook will just be, if you guys bought it before, you already know, but if you haven't purchased my ebook before, it's essentially a super detailed, super breakdown type of video, and I spend 30 minutes because I do all my videos 30 minutes a piece, and it's 30 minutes straight of me explaining my setups, showing you versus different defenses, showing you why I like the setup, And I give you as much as I can in 30 minutes, honestly. And it's normally about, if you guys are curious, it's normally about 11 or 12 setups that I'm able to show inside that time frame. And that's why I said that defense is really glitchy, man. Look at that. Dude just came straight free. And I think if I was running shotgun, this would be a completely different game. He probably would be screaming at me a lot more. But I'm really surprised that he can run this under center, because this is a quarter style defense. So you technically should be able to weak box this in theory, but they do a pretty good job of holding up against the run, which is, I thought was kind of crazy. But right here, this is just me kind of cooking up something. I really wanted that square route, but we'll talk about that if you guys want to request this formation for ebook, and I'll do it. I'll talk to you about that square route, because that square route is actually really glitchy on that PA play. I think it's PA slide at corner, I believe it is. But right here, you would just think this halfback dive would just be screaming wide open, right? And it kind of was, but we get big hit it right there. So if I probably would have had a bruiser back or something like that, I probably could have bounced off that. But yeah, we're gonna keep moving the chains, and man, dude, this defense, it looks fun to run though. That's why I'm kind of excited to just make the video on it, because I could tell he might have just been trying to practice it. But what I would advise you to do if you want to run this quarter defense, which I'll mention in the video, please do not run it versus under center offenses. But anyways, I wanted to show you this because I wanted to show you any scoring plays. So look at this. Look at how crazy that is, man. We get the nice pick right there. And for those of you guys that are wondering, that is 146. And I have an ebook on 146. So if you want to run 146, you want to know how I run it, because to me, that is another excellent defense next to this quarter defense, because this quarter defense does look pretty fun to run. But that 146 is always going to be consistent. That's what I love about it, and it comes up big for us right there. So right here, I know he's running man coverage, and what actually aggravates me about playing this game is that I can't showcase you guys everything I want to show you, because when I tell you guys, people play the same things. They play the same things. When you load up in the game, you're either going to get man coverage all game, you're going to get cover 3 all game, or you're going to get like some variation of cover 2 zone drop all game, or you're going to get, you know, some variation of cover 3 zone drop, of course, man zone drop. And you're going to get people who run cover 4 drop. And then every now and again, you get somebody who runs quarters or match coverage against you all game. But it's like you don't really have just a game where people switching up coverages every play, doing different defenses. That just doesn't happen, you know. So right there, we throw a nice dot to kind of keep those chains moving. And we are 6 for 6, man. So we are making a correct read every time. And his offense, it's really it's a perfectly balanced offense, honestly, because I can run the ball, I can pass the ball, I can max protect if I need to. Like, I could block 7 people if I need to. I can send everybody out if I want to. It's just, and you don't really need any hot route masters or no slot apprentices to make it work. So it's just really a nice offense, man. It's right there. Tight end's gonna come in clutch. You got us in field goal range, got a timeout, and we get the field goal. So just dominate, man. It's not really much he can do about it. He would just have to switch up his coverages, and that, unfortunately, is majority of the community. When they run something, they don't want to get out of something. If somebody makes them feel like they want to get out of something, they're just going to quit, you know. So that's just kind of how, you know, Madden works at this point. But another run play right there that's going to bust. And like I told you, that was the halfback zone week. And sometimes that's why I hate showing you stuff in practice mode, because I'll show you a run play and then it just won't work. But then we get in game, and then all of a sudden, you know, I'm breaking for long yardage, you know. So that's why I don't go too hard on run plays inside of practice mode, just because it's so unpredictable in practice mode, man. But that's what makes this formation fun, because you can alternate. Like, I could have just really sat there and ran halfback zone week the whole time, but didn't want to play like that. But anyways, this is the PA boot play. So right here, I'm trying to debate on where I want to target and make his user stand. So at this point, I want to put the tight end back on a actually, I did decide to switch it up. So what I'm gonna do here is actually a spacing concept. So I put a drag and a slant, and I'm gonna wait before I snap the slant, so that way there's space right there. So notice how he has to come back, and by the time he's doing all that, we're already looking up top. So that was really just bait, because I understood his user wanted to play low, and that's just been it. It's been his tendency this whole game. So he's been user and a safety playing everything low. So if he plays everything low, guess what I'm gonna do? I'm actually going to look up top. So that's why this offense is actually really dangerous, because if you're gonna play man coverage, you have to cover every area of the field. There's not an area that you can't have uncovered. So, and if you're gonna play that style of man where you cover every area of the field, guess what I could do? I could just run the ball, right? And like I said, it's just, you know, that time he didn't have a purple over there, and we exploited it, you know. So it's just, this offense is just really great. You could really dominate. You could drive down the field, and you can get easy points, man. So right here, this is actually the last play of the game, and this is a sneak peek of the video I'm gonna put out because I really love this defense. I don't want to go into it too much, but you can already kind of get the gist of it. What I want you to watch though is watch the vertical hook. Watch him the whole entire time. Watch what he does. Notice how he chucks him right there. And that's what's actually going to give us the room to actually get a pick right here and potentially turn into a pick 6. And that's exactly what we are going to do. So be on the lookout for this video. But that's going to wrap it up for this video. I do hope you guys have a blessed day. I'm Rage Real, and I'm out.